Everybody, welcome to Testimonial Tuesday. So glad to have everybody here today. And today we are going to be talking to this wonderful woman next to me, who I will get to in just a minute. But before we do that, we got to talk about our amazing Testimonial Tuesday sponsor, Awesome Tech. Awesome Tech empowers small to mid-sized businesses with advanced, accessible cybersecurity solutions. From protecting digital assets to ensuring compliance, they bridge the gap between your business and the digital world securely. It's a veteran-owned business. Awesome Tech brings proven discipline, integrity, and expertise to cybersecurity. Their experienced security professionals help businesses stay protected against evolving cyber threats. So thank you, Awesome Tech, for sponsoring Testimonial Tuesdays. We appreciate it greatly. Now let's get to this wonderful woman to the right of me. She is the bomb diggity dong, as I like to say. Her name is Miss Eryn Vargo. She is with Mom Commerce Media. That's correct. I said Mom Commerce Media. She doesn't like us dads.
We like the dad.
No, she does like the dads. So she
Moms
loves
are
the dads.
just
They're
our
better.
thing.
They're cooler.
They're just our thing.
They're cooler. I'll admit it. You guys are amazing. What moms do.
We are
They're
pretty amazing.
incredible. What you
We
guys
are.
do. So today we're going to talk about the wonderful Mom Commerce Media, all about it, what she does with Mom Commerce Media, how it can help your business and grow your business. And let's go right into it, Miss Eryn.
Okay.
Let's just have a conversation.
Let's do it.
But you know what? I'm going to read one or two of these questions, but that's it. We're just going to have a conversation. So let's start off. Tell us in a nutshell, what is Mom Commerce Media?
Mom Commerce Media is a hyperlocal media platform, and we connect businesses to moms in Central Florida. In a nutshell, that's what it is.
In a nutshell. Excellent. So, how can a business benefit by being part of this amazing group?
So one of the biggest things that a business benefits from is the fact that we have a built-in community and audience. And so as a business owner, you wouldn't have to go, if a mom is your target audience, you wouldn't have to go out and build that community or build that audience. You could just jump right in, advertise your business with us, be a part of what we do, the services that we offer, and you'd have a built-in community audience already because you're utilizing our existing platform. So what we do doesn't really exist. There's similar-ish type businesses, but what we do and how we do it, we've been in business for almost 13 years,
Oh, wow.
connecting moms to businesses in the community, things to do, events, community building, resources. So we've been around for a while.
That's amazing.
Yeah, September will be 13 years.
Wow,
Mhm.
that's incredible.
Yeah.
So let me ask you a question. Let's say I'm a mall
Mhm.
and we're doing some events. Would it be good to be tapped into your?
Absolutely. We cover all of Central Florida, so we're not just downtown Orlando. I thought about changing our name, but 13 years and it just doesn't make any sense. So for branding purposes, we're rolling with it.
Got
But
it.
we do cover all of Central Florida. And so as a mall, if you're looking to reach the mom community, which I would assume any mall is,
Yes.
women, moms in general, you would want to be plugged into our community, not only to promote your events and what's going on, but then there's partnership opportunities as far as
Yeah.
us hosting events, small events, big events. We do a lot of events annually, and we're always looking for new venues where we can rotate in and out of our events because we cover all of Central Florida. So a mall would be really great to be plugged in with what we do.
That's amazing. So I have to admit, the moms are the ones that make the decisions.
They are, and there's a ton of research to support that.
Can you tell a little bit what that
Absolutely.
research?
So we're actually right now in the process of doing some new updated research to have new data points because the research is 2 to 3 years old. There's really only about 4 to 6 actual pieces of evidence and research that has been done about this. But moms control over $2 trillion in spending annually.
Holy
They
cow.
make over 90% of household decisions. So it's not just kids and health and groceries, but even down to AC, car repairs,
Yes.
purchasing, roofing. Moms are heavily involved in those decision making with their spouses or sometimes on their own.
Mhm.
So it's really important to be tapped into the mom community. And so we're literally in the process right now of doing some new research. So we're constantly having updated numbers because nobody's doing it. And so we're looking to kind of be that go-to annual resource that's
Oh, that's
updated
awesome.
on those numbers. Because if a mom or a woman is your target audience, you need to know their spending habits. You
Yeah.
need to know their decision-making habits. You need to know what they're making decisions on, what they're choosing between locally. It helps you on a hyper local level, but it also helps you on a national level to know what's going on, especially if you're a franchise.
That's big. That is big. I know my wife makes a lot of the decisions in my home. I'll give you a perfect example, and so that you can see that there's truth behind what she's saying. We have a roof repair. The roofer came out, met with my wife, explained everything to her. She made the decision. She did not have to call me. She didn't have to say, Chris, can you come look at it? No, she made the decision. She was the one that said, yes, we're going to go with it, or no, we're not going to go with it. And I entrust her with that decision making. So moms are making those decisions.
We are, it's not 1950 anymore, so
No.
we've really evolved to where women are making primary decisions in the household. Don't get me wrong, we include our spouses include us.
Sure,
It's,
absolutely.
it's very, the burn your bra, women's right to vote, all of this has made women evolve into decision makers. We're business owners now.
Yes,
We not only, no offense, guys, but our brains can just handle so much more at any given point. The mental
agree.
load is a real thing. And we are so capable. And I think that, being able to reach that audience with your
Mhm.
businesses, and we really can help most businesses. There's only been a handful of businesses that I've been like, oh, that's not really a great fit.
Yeah.
We really can help any business, and you want to be in front of those moms, those decision makers, and we have really fun, unique ways to do that as well. You're capitalizing on the audience and the platform that we already have, so you don't have to go out and spend money and time and resources to do that. And so you can reach them not only digitally on our website, but our newsletters, our social media channels. We have in-person events. We do have access to print publications all throughout Central Florida. So there really is some unique ways that we can help businesses grow.
So you can literally reach these folks, these moms on multiple different levels.
Correct.
Come in person, meet them in person, have a conversation with them by sponsoring one of your events. Social media, you posting about that business on your social media. I love this. There's so many different avenues to get to them. It's not just, oh, I'm just gonna send out an email.
Right. And now in the influencer world on social media, a lot of businesses have a misconception of how social media advertising needs to be done.
Mhm.
And you can commission influencers to do stuff for you, but there's a lot of compelling evidence around the influencer influence on people's spending habits. And so Orlando Mom, while we're part-ish influencer, we're really more a hyper-local resource and a trusted advisor to moms in Central Florida because we've been around so long. And the moms that are new to finding us, I get emails, texts, phone calls, DMs all the time about, oh my gosh, I didn't know this resource existed.
It's
And
awesome.
so when women are on our website, it's not just seeing the ads, but we put educational content out there from our partners as well. So let's say you're a roofer, you, by partnering with us on an annual basis, not only are your ads being seen, you're meeting moms in person, we're sending out newsletters on your behalf. Maybe you even do some print advertising. You get to have articles and educational resources on why checking your roof is important, what to look for. Oh, it's storm season. You need to know about this. There's so many other ways that you can get that information into the hands of moms. And then being the owner of the company, I have full autonomy to do whatever I want. So we can get really creative on social as well. We can do webinars, and there's just so many things that we can do. And I know it's very overwhelming for businesses when they look at our media kit or they talk to me, they're like, oh my gosh, my brain's going a million directions. But that's where I come in. Let me handle building it out for you. So you
Right.
don't have to think about it. You just need to tell me what's your budget, what's your goals, what are you trying to do? How long do you want to try to do this for? I mean, if you do a one-off campaign, you have a lot less likelihood of having good results. It's a branding, marketing, advertising play, PR, they all go together. And I think that's a really big
I like that.
thing that businesses are missing. It's this entire ecosystem and approach. It's not just let me put an ad here or let me show up to an event here and then all these great, wonderful things are going to happen. That's just not how it works.
So it's like they're coming to you with a box.
Right.
And then what you're doing is going, okay, let's put what you need into that box and create your box for you to take back with you.
Right.
That's awesome. So it's not just like, oh, here, I have package A, you have to choose package A, or I have package B, you have to choose package B. You're
Right.
flexible.
We are very flexible and we have multiple options. So you can build a package on your own, or you can say, hey, I really like the idea of this, this, and this. build it for me, or hey, I don't even know what I'm doing, but this is my goal and my budget. I can build it for you on what makes the most sense and gives you the most ROI. The thing people forget, especially small business owners, because we are in the weeds, we are wearing
Yes.
numerous hats, we're doing all the things, managing all the people, the finances, everything. We don't know everything, and it's
Very
okay
true.
not to know everything. But we also don't have time to sit here and rack our brains of, well, is this gonna make sense? Is this gonna work for me? I don't know. So you can let me do that and I can figure it out for you and make sure that you are being seen in multiple places. The other thing is, it's kind of like a chamber. You get out of it what you put into it.
Oh,
So
yeah.
if you're not showing up to the events, if you're not changing your creative, if you're not utilizing the tools that you have, you're not gonna get what you want out of
Right.
it. And so if you like burning money, then sure, don't give it your all and be a part of it. You've got to be invested in what you're doing. And I say this a lot when I speak. Most business owners really don't understand PR.
Oh,
And
that's for sure.
and I think a lot of businesses are like, okay, I can hire a PR company to take care of things, and you can.
Mhm.
And if you're big enough, you should, but you also need to remember PR really is, I say, perception is reality. Whatever you're doing out there, however you're putting your face out there, wherever you're branding your business, whatever you're associating with, that's your PR. And so there is a time and a place for a PR agency to come in, whether it's something really great happening or something really bad and you got to clean it up. There definitely is a time and a place. But you are your own walking PR
I
agency,
see that.
and you need to do your part. And so if you, I say this to my kids, and I'm going to say it anyway. Shit in one hand, wish in the other. Which one's going to fill up faster?
It's very true.
It's very true. You've got to put in the work, and you've got to find the right places that make sense for you as a business owner to tap into.
And you supply that.
We do.
The one thing I like that you said is that it's resources. So it's not just a website for moms where they can just go on and there's ads on there.
No.
This is an actual resource where a mom can go on and go, okay, I've got this roof leak happening. Do I need a roofer? How do I need a roofer? There's articles on there for them to help them
There
and
is.
guide them.
There absolutely is. And it's not like, so I have two things to say about this. It's
Good.
not like when you go on Pinterest and you're looking at a recipe and then the website pops up and then you're hit the whole time with ads, just trying to read a recipe. It's not like that. Our ads are strategic on our website. They're there for a reason. They serve a purpose. But when you go to our website, you're not getting a million pop-ups. There are a couple,
awesome.
but you're not fighting it the whole time. You're literally getting access to that resource. And the other part of it is, we build out our resources with SEO and AI in mind. And now AI being that it's a whole new thing, we've had to learn and pivot, and we're actually going back and updating a ton of resources on our website to make sure that those AI snippets you see on Google are pulling ours. And so it's a work in progress, but everything is built for SEO. And now we're building for AI as well. So
That's
we're
incredible.
structuring those resource articles and pieces of content to make sure that if a mom even Googles help with a roof, or I have a roof leak in East Orlando, or I have a roof leak in Dr. Phillips, we're doing it so that we pop up.
Well, that's amazing.
And so we're trying to make sure that we're going back and editing the really valuable resources, especially our business is seasonal. Moms are
Right.
looking for things right now in this season. And so as we go into, I'll use hurricane season as an example, we're updating all of that data and all of those resources to make sure that it's found.
Yeah, because the moms
Not-
right now are
right.
researching hurricane season. It's
They're
coming.
they're getting prepped
Right,
for
okay.
it, but also when you're in the middle of it, like, what can I do? We also send out newsletter resources that are seasonal. We have a weekly newsletter, and that's where, again, your resources can be in there, your ads can be in there, your sponsorship can be in there, but then it all points back to the website resources. And we'll send out like hurricane specific newsletters as well. So there's a ton of opportunity to brand businesses on our platform. You just gotta ask.
That's the word. You just said it. You have to ask. And if you don't ask, you're never gonna know.
Correct.
I love it. I'm gonna ask you one of these wonderful questions that are on here because, if I don't, I'll get yelled at. So, I love this one because I want to know, what do you love most about what you do? I mean, that's a loaded question.
It is a loaded question because I have multiple answers. I don't love just one thing. I love the autonomy that I have. I can take my kids to school, I can pick them up. A lot of people associate success with financial success, and I really associate it with freedom and autonomy.
I
And
agree.
freedom of time for me is my biggest flex.
Mm.
And I build my life around my family and my kids, but I still get the work done and still run a successful business. And I think I've cracked the code for myself on how to integrate family life and work life. So that's probably, if I had to choose one, that would be my favorite thing. If I had to choose one on the professional side, I love helping businesses grow. I love connecting moms in the community. I love being a resource. I love how people's faces light up when a problem is solved. I love being out in the community and serving my community. I do a lot of community service through the business. So, I love that part of it.
You have an event coming up too, don't you?
We do on Saturday. We have a lot of events coming up. I don't remember when this airs. Can you tell me when this airs?
Next week, next Tuesday.
Okay, so yeah, our event will have passed our egg hunt event on March 28th, but we have a lot of other events coming up. We have a networking, women in business networking program. That program runs September to May, and so we have two more networking events, April 7th and May 5th.
Okay.
And those are at the marketplace in Avalon Park.
Okay.
And then the program will take a hiatus for the summer, and then we come back in September. And there's opportunities for businesses there as well. We have annual sponsorships, monthly breakfast sponsors. So there's so many different ways to plug into all the little communities we have as well. So the women in business is a really big one. And then we have our Bloom event, which is our 11th annual event. That's May 1st.
Oh, really?
And that's just a celebration of motherhood. Last year we did a really big 10-year celebration. So we're doing some mini pop-ups the next couple years and just kind of scaling it in for just like 35 moms that want a VIP experience just for a couple of hours of building community and just celebrating being a mom.
Yeah.
And then we have a summer camp event on May 6th.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
That's a summer camp expo. So we get a bunch of summer camps together where families that haven't maybe taken advantage of booking summer camp yet can come and meet the vendors and sign up right on the spot with some discounts. It was really good last year. And so I'm hoping that this is something annually that parents really.
Oh, I can't tell. I wish this was around when my girl was younger, because it was a nightmare trying to find all these different summer camps, do your research on the summer camps, and it took weeks of investigation to figure out where I wanted to send her. I would love to have come to something like that.
We have a really comprehensive summer camp guide on our website. So summer camps we try to list every summer camp we find. And then if businesses want special promotion and featured in that guide, they can be a part of it that way.
Oh, wow.
So the guide is always there. It's a year-round guide. And then we have this event, which we started last year because of the fact that a lot of people are booking summer camps starting in January, which is wild. And some of them are sold out come March, but a lot of others are available. And I think parents don't know they exist. And so the whole point of this was to kind of couple it with that guide. One, to give businesses some more exposure, but two, to let parents know there's so many resources out there. You just got to have one place to find it, because to your point, it's exhausting trying to find all the resources.
Very exhausting.
Yeah.
I wish I had it, because me and my wife were going, oh, you gotta go see another one, you gotta talk to another one. It would have been great just to have them all right there in one place, gone around, talked to all of them, and then figured it out in one day instead of weeks. So that's great. All right, we're gonna ask you another question. You ready for the next question?
Yes.
All right, the next question is, what inspired you to start this business?
So I worked for Panera as a director of marketing for years, and I literally thought I was going to retire from that job. I loved it so much, but the family business integration was lacking. And so I went out on my own and did some consulting work for small businesses for a while, some marketing. And my friend Christy actually started Orlando Mom in 2013.
Wow.
And I joined her right when she started writing content, providing those resources, being at events, helping her build it. And a couple years in, she was like, hey, do you want to buy it? And then we decided neither one of us was ready. And then a couple years later, she was like, hey, do you want to buy it? And I was like, yes. And so I bought it just because it totally aligned with the consulting work that I was doing.
Yeah.
I am a mom. I have 4 kids. It really just makes sense. Plus, I'm very much a type A bossy CEO girl, and I needed my own business. And
Never would have known that.
no comment. But the consulting work kind of just easily flowed over because, I went through some coaching certifications to help with my consulting work. So I'm a small business certified coach, a social entrepreneur certified coach. So it kind of just all made sense to bring the consulting into this, because I still get to work with businesses. I still get to help them grow. And I do a lot of education and teaching through our Prosper and Flourish program, but I also get to speak and share that on other platforms and, podcasts and things like that. And so it's a really, really great combination. And, I have freedom of time, which is the biggest flex.
What you said, I really like what you said, and I heard you say this one other time before. It's not work-life balance for you.
Mhm,
It's work-family integration,
correct.
which I think is amazing. Most people think they have to juggle the two. You're
Right.
saying, let's integrate them.
Correct. Balance is total BS. It's not a real thing. It's like multitasking. Sure, you can do a couple of little things at once, but if you truly are invested in something and you're trying to accomplish something, you got to be all in. And so with work and business, it's really hard to juggle. How do you go home and if you work from home, how do you turn it off? Like you can't really, can you? Can you really turn it off? I haven't met anybody that can't.
No,
Can you tell your kids, absolutely not, I'm not doing this, you can't be involved? No,
no.
you have to find a way to make it work together. And I think I have, and it's beautiful. And my kids respect and understand the boundaries I have around work. I have very, very strict boundaries when it comes to clients' communication and work time flowing over into my personal time.
Mhm.
You have to be comfortable with setting boundaries, but you also have to find a way to make them work together.
I agree with that
Because you
100%.
can't leave work at the front door, just like you can't leave your family at the door of your
No.
office. Like it just doesn't work like that.
I love that. I love that. So let me ask you a question, okay? When you're integrating,
Mhm.
right? How do I say this? I'm sorry, I'm looking for the correct words. I know what I want to say now.
Okay.
Boundaries with your clients. Client calls you at 8 o'clock at night.
Don't answer.
Excellent. That's what I wanted to hear.
That's it. I do not answer. My phone goes on do not disturb at 7 p.m. The only breakthrough calls that can come through are the people that I gave birth to or that I'm married to. That's it. No one
That's
else.
nobody else.
That's it.
Everybody else is out of luck.
You will get a response when I wake up at 4:30 in the morning.
That's amazing. But you see, that's integration. And I love it. So thank you for saying that, because I think a lot of people don't understand the so-called work-life balance. It's not,
Right.
it's not a balance.
If you respect your time,
Mhm.
other people will respect it.
Thank you for saying that. I agree with you on that one. So I'm gonna ask you another question. You ready?
Yep.
Here we go. How does being involved in the local community impact your business? Because that's very important for you.
It is. Philanthropy has always been a part of what I do since I worked at Panera. And I was really fortunate in my role at Panera. Not only was I the director of marketing, I ran our sales team and I ran all of our philanthropy,
Wow.
our media buying, our ad buying. But the most important one was the philanthropy. And I learned so much from the Cabellis, which are the franchise owner locally of
Mhm.
Panera, about giving back and using your business as a force for good. And I've always just carried that with me. You'll see it on my website. When I talk, I use my business as a force for good. How can
I
I
love it.
put my business out there in the world and make a difference, have an impact, be involved? Maybe I can't write a $50,000 check for something, but I can definitely give my time, my resources, and my platform as a way to help businesses. So I've done so much in the community over the years. I sat on the board for Second Harvest Food Bank. I sit on the board for the Foundation for OCPS. I sit on the board of the chamber.
Yeah.
I'm involved in a bunch of different committees. I'm on the board at both of my boys' schools in different capacities. Run a couple programs at the schools. I just
Wow.
really think not only as a mom, but as a good steward of the community, you've got to find ways to get involved that
I agree.
not only make you feel good as a human, like you can put your head on your pillow at night and go, I know I made a difference in someone's life today, but also because a lot of these organizations need people that are passionate and caring
Yes.
and willing to go the extra mile
Yes.
to make things happen.
Yeah, like you said, you may not be able to write that $50,000 check. Okay, we're all not financially
Right.
able to do that. But to get down there and actually volunteer and help out and be a part of the program that you're volunteering at, that is big.
That's
That
a
is
fact.
big.
Time is money, and
Yes.
they need people that are willing to jump in and do other things. Right now, I'm a woman of impact with the American Heart Association,
Okay.
which is a really big honor for me personally. And I think there's little things like that that people can get involved in, and they may not even know about it, but there's so many ways to support the community, and it's not just writing a check.
I agree 100%. let me ask you this question. Mom's Commerce Media is very involved with the community. You guys put on events for the community, you put on events for moms. How can these businesses really get involved with these events? Because I feel face to face is very important.
It really is.
I feel building that relationship with people is so important, and you really need to do that. And the way you can do that is through events like this. So how can we get involved with those events?
Very easily. Just reach out to me. You can go to our website, orlandomom.com/advertise, and there's a bunch of information on the research about mom's decision making and how to get in touch with me. You can also just email me, Eryn@orlandomom.com. I spell my name funny, ERYN @orlandomom.com, all one word. And I'm happy to chat and kind of figure out what makes the most sense. But there's been a lot of research done on marketing and how much you have to be in front of someone before they convert. And it used to be 7 touches. Someone needed to see you or meet you or hear you, see your logo, whatever, 7 different times before they are compelled to make that decision.
Yep.
During the height of COVID in 2022 and the addition of all of the digital resources we then had, it turned into 23 touches.
Holy cow.
I haven't seen any new research. It's on my list of things to do to find out what it currently is now that we've kind of gone back. We haven't gone back to normal, but you know what I mean? Our new normal. You're in person again. You've been in person for a couple of years now. I'd like to see what those numbers are again. Regardless of the situation, you want to reach people on any possible avenue that you can.
Yes.
In person is huge because you're really getting to know someone, you're talking to them, you're asking questions, but then repetition is really good too. They need to see you on social, they need to see you on websites, they need to see your resources, they need to know you're not just this one thing. And so having the ability by working with us to be at events, to share educational content, to be on our podcast, to do ads, to have newsletter resources go out. There's so many opportunities. Then you add in the print side of it. Print's not dead, and anybody that tells you that's a liar.
It's not.
Print is not dead. Having the ability to have all of these resources, and the other cool thing on the print side is through that platform, we can manage Facebook and Google ads. So outside of
Okay, now you got my attention. Go ahead. You can manage these things. Go ahead.
correct. So outside of Orlando Mom, the built-in platform with the audience, I'm the publisher of Avalon Park Living. Yes, that's print, but there's a whole digital component to it where we can literally have your Google ads and your Facebook ads managed, and you don't have to do that internally. And that's separate from the Orlando Mom platform. That is actual strategic Facebook, Instagram, Meta advertising, and Google advertising that accompanies your print advertising because print's not dead. And then if you couple in Orlando Mom with that and reaching more moms that way, you've got a home run.
That's amazing. So you got like a full circle
Correct.
right there, which I think is fantastic. And I agree with her. Print is not dead. And seriously, if anyone tells you it is, they're sadly incorrect, because I've gotten a lot of business from print still to this day than in other places.
Print hasn't been dead actually
No.
at all.
No.
And in 2010-ish is when everyone started to say print is dead, print is dead, print is dead. And those that kept advertising, most of them still are advertising in print because it is not dead.
I agree with that completely. So if I'm a business, I'm looking to get into the mom arena, as I'm going to call it, because it is arena. Moms are fighting every day, building things, constructing things, making decisions, taking care of the kids, taking care of the husband sometimes, because I'm a big baby. I can tell you that right now. My wife takes very good care of me.
We're all big babies.
But
Offense.
no, it's okay. I admit it. But they're taking care of it. How can I, a business, effectively get in front of these folks in one shot?
The most important thing before you even jump in is think about long term. Advertising and marketing and branding and PR, like I said earlier, it's an ecosystem. It all goes together. It is not a one and done thing. So you need to think about your budget and how long are you willing to do something with us to make the most sense and to get the most ROI.
Right.
If you just want to do a one-off thing, I'm probably going to tell you no. And I tell a lot of people no. I'm not just going to let you do a one-off thing. I want you to be on our website. I want you to take advantage of, we have 3 main things that we offer for free also to anyone. If you're not even doing those 3, I really don't want you to do anything else yet. You need to take advantage of getting yourself out there in those ways and then think about your budget, and where else can we plug you in? So,
Okay.
an all-encompassing campaign makes the most sense, but you've really got to think long and hard about how long you're willing to do this and what your budget is. It's not cheap to advertise. It's
No.
not cheap to run Google ads. I will find the most cost-effective way to give you the most bang for your buck, and I will sit down and put an entire plan together for you. But you have to be willing to make sure that you have the graphics and all of the assets,
Mhm.
or you're gonna pay a little extra and I can create all of them for you. On the Avalon digital and print side of things,
Mhm.
your cost of creation is already there. You don't have to pay anything extra. It's just on the
Oh,
Orlando Mom
You'll
side.
take care of that.
Yeah, on that side, it's all included on Orlando
Okay.
Mom. I charge a little bit extra for that just because it's me. I am personally doing it for you, But you really got to think about it's the long game. And how invested do you want to be in reaching these moms? How willing to change your messaging and make sure that you're talking in the right voice and you're putting the right products out there? How willing are you to do that? How willing are you to update your ads? How willing are you to create that educational content? How willing are you to show up in person at events? You've got to be willing to do that, and you have to be willing to set aside a budget to do it.
I agree with that 10,000%. And you'll help create, like, if I come to you and I say, listen, I have $1,000 a month to spend.
Mhm.
You'll be able to tell me what we can do for that $1,000. So you'll say, hey, we can do this in the mom's area, and then this in the print area,
Yep.
and this in the online area. Oh, that's amazing. How much time do we have, Reese?
Wrap it up.
Rapid. Oh, very rude, Reese. All right, I'm gonna ask you one final out the door question, okay? You ready?
Mhm.
You sure?
I was born ready.
You sure?
Yeah.
What do you want everybody to know about you right now? What's the most important thing that we can learn about you and know about you from this wonderful conversation?
I think the most important thing to know is I am the target audience. If you're trying to reach your mom, I'm the mom. I've got 4 kids that range in age from 2 in college, 1 in middle, and 1 in elementary school. I've seen and done it all, it feels like. I'm a 40 something mom. Like, I was pre-digital world, and here I am embracing it as my business. So if you are looking to reach the mom audience, not only do I have the platform and the audience for you, I am that person. So let me take all my years of expertise coming from Panera and PR, marketing, advertising, branding, and let me help you grow your business.
I love it. I really love it. And I strongly advise all businesses out there to get in touch with Eryn, because like she stated and I stated, the moms are the decision makers. They really and truly are. So if you are looking to get in front of moms who are the ones that can say yes or no to the product or service that you are providing, definitely get in touch with Eryn and get in touch with Mom Commerce Media. So before we leave, I am going to give a big shout out to our Testimonial Tuesday sponsor, Awesome Tech. Awesome Tech offers end-to-end cybersecurity solutions, including compliance management, insurance audits, and both on-site and remote support, so your business stays secure, compliant, and confident. As compliance specialists, Awesome Tech delivers customizable cybersecurity and IT solutions tailored to your industry. Whether on-site or remote, they help businesses meet regulatory requirements without the stress. Thank you so much, Awesome Tech, for sponsoring Testimonial Tuesday. With that, Eryn, thank you so much for coming in and
Thank
having
you.
a conversation with me. I appreciate it, and I love talking to you every time. I learn something new every time I talk to you too.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
Fantastic.
Well, if you're looking for that data, go to orlandomom.com/advertise. You'll see that information there, and then you can reach out to me. I think it's important to note too that our website's available in 7 languages.
Wow,
So content converts in different languages too.
that's amazing. Well, thank you for being here. Thank you for everybody tuning in for Testimonial Tuesday. We'll see you at the next Testimonial Tuesday. Bye-bye, everyone.